let's keep it rolling right now. Let's just
take control of your show.
I didn't even know we were still recording, to be honest.
Me neither. I didn't know either.
We always roll. We do a full show and then we cut it.
All right, this is the NFL segment. We're gonna get right into it.
All right.
So, let us talk about the Thursday night game. Colts Titans. Titans are on a little skid right now. They don't look good. They really don't.
Actually surprised. I thought Tannehill was going to play better than.
Am I the only one here that said they didn't buy Tannehill?
Yeah, I buy Tannehill.
He buys Tannehill and you buy Tannehill, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't look like he's worth the money.
I mean, he put up 10 fantasy points. APR.
He can't even complete half of his fucking passes right now. And he's been like that the last 2 weeks.
He'll be fine.
You got to complete passes to get first downs, get yards, get touchdowns.
You got Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry didn't show up really either.
I mean, he had 100 yards, but he was pretty bottled up. And like I said, he's more of like late game, wear down a defense and impose your will and win the game. And you're not gonna kickstart your offense with a Derrick Henry. You're gonna finish games with Derrick Henry.
Hang on a sec. How many?
What are you looking for? Just tell me what to look for, motherfucker.
Jonathan Taylor. How many touchdowns do you have? 0? Dang.
It was Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines had his breakout game.
Yeah, Nyheim Hines did. He did do very
I mean, Phil Rivers had to dump it to him and hand it off to him. That's all he had to do. But good for the Colts. They're 6-3. So are the Titans. That AFC South is a little tighter than we thought, just between the two teams, because the other two are kind of a joke. Henry bottled up most of the day, and Nyheim Hines breakout game. Yeah, that's all I got for that.
All right, let's go to the next one. Jags, Packers.
Oh my God!
Jaguars.
Happy. I never thought I would be so happy to talk about a Packers win, because I was calling them frauds last year because they won ugly, and this is the epitome of the Packers the last 2 years. They will win ugly against bad teams, and they have a great record at the end of the year, and then they play their kryptonite, a team that's better than them, that knows how to stop them, and they look fucking terrible. How do you keep that game that close against the Jaguars?
By 4, right? It was 20-24.
And the thing is, the Jaguars were in a great spot to win. They were, but
honestly, I like this. I like Luton. I do.
I love how he plays.
He's 6'6".
Dude's
tall. He's got a rocket. He has a rocket of arm.
I mean, considering how windy it was in Green Bay, how many tight spirals he had? That
ball did not break.
That ball did not break in the wind. That ball did not give a fuck about Lake Michigan and its terrible winds. Lake Superior is worse. Mm-hmm. But
no, honestly, Packers defense again did not show out.
They can't stop the run.
Jaguars defense did. Amazing.
James Robinson, I'm pretty sure, is the only player that carried the ball for the Jaguars. So it's like if you saw James Robinson in the game, you're like, it's probably going to number 30, and you still couldn't stop him. And Luton looked like a competent NFL quarterback like he did last week, but the protection broke down that last drive, and it made it hard for them to do anything because they had to score a touchdown to win. And I don't like their chances. But
I like Luton. I'm gonna put my money on in the future on Luton. He's good.
I mean, Rodgers
over Minshew.
Rodgers didn't play great. You take out that really long touchdown
to MVS.
And the stat line looks a lot different. I mean, he played well enough.
Well, I mean, like the Jaguars, they got a kick return.
Yeah, it was a punt return. Keelan Cole, and then Keelan Cole scored another touchdown.
Yep,
he
that
caught
was a
one.
Dime.
Can we not talk about if Jaguars don't hold 2 times, they win that game without giving Rodgers. Yes. Without giving Rodgers the ball to try.
One of them was a questionable hold too.
The first one, I guess you couldn't say really matters because after the hold, they ended up still scoring on that possession. But the possession where they ended up settling for the field goal, that was the questionable hold.
Very questionable. Right. But yeah, I don't know. Packers, frauds, Jaguars, still bad. Kind of fun though.
Before you move on, I just want to give Lucas a compliment. Lucas, you were probably the most. How is the best way to say this? You're the easiest Packer fan to talk to as a Viking fan because you talk about them in a logical way. Most Packer fans after a game like this would put a poster of Rodgers up on the wall and be like, he did it again, came from behind and won. You understand that was a 1-17 that a team
had no business.
If the Packers were going to make a deep Super Bowl run like they hope to this year, they needed to go out there and show that we are head and shoulders above this team, and they didn't show that. As a Packer fan, what are you looking at like towards the end of the year here? Do you think that they can make a playoff run, or does this show you that they're a really good regular season team, and once the playoffs hit, they can't beat those good teams?
Well, I mean, we did lose out on. I emphasize we. It's the Packer Nation. We did lose out on our corners. I mean, we didn't have Jair Alexander.
Oh, you want to talk about losing out on corners?
I know.
Do you want to talk about losing out on corners?
The question is...
Yeah, they're hurt, all right. Darnell Savage had to go out for a little bit because he got hurt. I don't know what happened, but he came back. But, we had second, third stringers out there. I'm not saying, that is not an excuse because we sucked. You know, our front four still suck. Kenny Clark, I mean, come on, man. But, I mean, honestly, it's all defensive now.
They don't have off-ball linebacker. Their off-ball linebackers are terrible.
Yes,
they can't clog up the middle.
Teams can stop offense. If you have a good enough defense, you can easily stop the Packers. All right,
because they have one wide receiver.
Yeah, until Allen Lazard gets back.
That's why the Bucs are a mismatch. The Bucs are fast. That's all the Packers have. They don't have these great receivers. Like MVS will drop a ball if he's wide out.
I'm surprised he caught that one.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's he's fast. The Buccaneers defense is fast, and that's why they were able to contain them, and they can keep Rodgers in the pocket and then get to him. Mm-hmm. Speed kills this team. You saw with 49ers.
Jaguars did do a lot of outside rushing, though, so which allowed Rodgers to step up in the pocket.
So, can you answer the question? Do you think that the Packers have any chance to beat the good teams in the playoffs this year?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, not the answer I was expecting. Speak on that, please.
They did beat the Saints.
Okay, sure.
They did beat the Saints. And, I'm very iffy on the Saints, but the Saints also swept the Bucs very handily. Yeah. It's just a weird game of matchups. It's so
You don't think that
weird.
The Packers, offensive style, as you saw the Jaguars did well today, and teams like Tampa Bay and Minnesota.
I think the offense took a step forward, especially with Aaron Jones coming back.
Right, but again,
they just took a step forward. They showed that they can still put points on the board, that they are looking at different wide receivers that can make plays.
You got to give credit to Jacksonville.
Yes.
I have 100%. Not seen that defense play that hard. You could just see the effort level was completely different than what it was the rest of the season. If you erase the records, you wouldn't be able to tell that Jacksonville was a 1-7 team.
Right. I mean, there were many points in that game where Jacksonville looked like the better team.
But I think Green Bay can also elevate bad teams because that defense is not that great. Jerry Alexander's great. That's all they have. Yeah. That's
Green
all
Bay
they have.
Might, and
Zadarius.
maybe this is why Lucas is saying this. Green Bay might be one of those teams, how the Vikings are some years, where they can beat any team, but they can also
lose to any team.
And so if that's what you're kind of saying, then you're right. Then the Packers do have an opportunity to make a run in the postseason.
I think the biggest thing is when you're playing Green Bay is you got to stop Davante Adams. Because, I mean, if you
especially in the red zone, he is number one right now.
He's not even close.
Targets.
If you look at, how, if you're playing the Packers, you would rather have them beat you in a way that you don't expect them to. If you can stop that Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers connection, and hopefully you can bottle up Aaron Jones, I mean, you have a really good chance to win. Mm-hmm. I mean, Davante Adams still had a good game. He still had a really fucking good game. He had a really nice touchdown in the red zone. I mean, that was a beautiful ball.
360 jump.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was really nice. When I saw that play, I went, ooh. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. I am really excited to talk about this one. This was possibly the game of the year so far, looking to it, and then afterwards, I think it might take the cake for best regular season game.
It was a very good game, lots of scoring.
Bills at Cardinals.
It's a very good game. Again,
I didn't even know the Cardinals came back. I turned that one off.
Oh my God, you were drunk. Do you not know what happened?
No, please tell me.
Oh my God, this guy doesn't know.
I was in the car.
What was the last thing you saw?
The Bills were up big.
All right, what about
Hold on, I can tell you right now. It was Bills, we're up 16-9. Yep, 16-9. There it is right there.
What was the final 32-30?
32-30.
It was 32-30.
Kyler threw a Hail Mary as time expired to DeAndre Hopkins in triple coverage, and it literally looks like an Air Jordan commercial. Like, you know
What?
that...
They won on a Hail Mary?
Yes.
Yeah, time expired.
And like
This
was within 4, like there were 4 defenders around him too.
Okay, I'm watching.
And he was the one that caught the ball.
It reminded me of Calvin Johnson when he was playing the Bengals and he had 4 guys on him, and he still came down with it. That is exactly what it looked like.
Yes.
And the thing is, that does not happen with any other quarterback, really. Kyler bought so much time, and you're thinking, he might have wasted too much time, and then he throws it up, and D-Hop catches it, and it's game over. Bills Mafia is definitely real salty right now. And
they're still good.
Bills Mafia is the only other fan base that has ever connected with the podcast so far.
I'm watching right now.
And, they gave me some love. I appreciate the retweets. Bills Mafia, you motherfuckers are crazy. I went to a Vikings-Bills game in person when you guys kicked the living shit out of them. And, oh my God, you guys were assholes. But I appreciate your fan base. You guys are so passionate.
Y'all are awesome.
Sorry, that was not about you guys. I just watched DeAndre Hopkins moss 4 people.
Yeah.
I screamed.
I just, my jaw just dropped.
I legit screamed.
Okay, it was 3 people, but yeah, wow.
4 counting DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, right.
But he literally just, if you look at pictures of that and see where that ball is, it's DeAndre Hopkins' hands, and then it's another guy's hands, and then another guy is, in the picture. It's like, you gotta have strong hands for that. He wanted that more than anybody.
I was kind of mad that Larry Fitz really missed that one ball on the interception.
Josh Allen throwing 2 picks is what killed them, because the one touchdown, Josh Allen threw 2 picks. One of them didn't result in anything. The Cardinals ended up punting. But then there was another one, the second one, I can't remember which one it was, but one of them they scored a touchdown. That was literally it. Josh Allen being reckless with the ball. He looked like an MVP until he threw those 2. And maybe you move Kyler up into that conversation. Because I think Russ drops out.
He did with that loss.
I think Russ drops out today. We'll get to Russ, but I think you got to move Kyler Murray up in that MVP conversation.
So, Dolphins undefeated with Tua.
No.
Dolphins are a better team than we thought.
They have a very good defense.
Brian Flores has got some shit going on in Miami. That's all I got to say. I like what they got going on.
I still miss Fitzmagic.
I am never going to say I don't miss Fitzmagic.
You can go to any team and I'll love them.
I read a thing, and I don't know how much I want to read into this, but it said, imagine a scenario where the Dolphins keep winning. They go to the Super Bowl, 4th quarter, down a touchdown. Tua goes out there, takes a big hit, gets a minor injury. Fitzmagic comes in the game and leads the Dolphins down for his first ever Super Bowl. Imagine how perfect that would be. Saves 2020. Granted, it would be in 2020.
I think everybody except for maybe Patriots fans would appreciate that.
Everybody, every NFL fan would just kind of smile.
Yeah, because it's Fitzmagic, man.
Things
like Fitzmagic?
Well, that's the thing. That would be in 2021, so that'd be a good way to start 2021 at least.
Yes. Please, Fitzmagic.
I want to see Fitzmagic be able to hold up a Lombardi.
With the beard and make sure he has that button-down shirt too.
Speaking of ways to start and possibly end your day, Chase, what is the best way that you, as a sports fan, would want to start and end your day? Maybe a show that talks about sports?
Something like this? Like what we're doing right here, right now? I love watching this shit. I'm in one. It's really cool.
Why not start your day with the Greasy Greg podcast?
I mean, it's like pancakes and a cigarette in the morning. It's perfect. Gets you going.
Next one.
Well, Chargers, Dolphins, I have one more thing. No big numbers for the rookie quarterbacks. Really interesting, cool matchup. Both efficient. Herbert, I think, threw a pick maybe. I don't even know. He did throw a pick. Okay, that was the difference, was maybe a turnover. It didn't lead to a score, but this is the ultimate jersey matchup. It was so... What's the word? Aesthetically?
Aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing. Seeing those Chargers baby blues with those yellow pants, and then those Dolphins throwback whites.
They're so cold. I even like the navy blue Chargers.
I wish I could watch that game every week just for the colors. Oh.
And I like both teams. I mean, yeah, Herbert. He's won 1 game.
2.
They've lost by 1 score in every game.
I know what.
They're this close to being a playoff team. They're like 1 or 2 plays away in every game from being a playoff team.
It's funny you say that. So they lost by 8 in this game, and the only 2 teams in the NFL who have every game have been 8 points either down or up than that are them, and then the 8-0 Steelers. Meaning that really it's only them because the Steelers are on the plus side of that because they've been winning their games.
I don't want to call Steelers F words yet. I don't want F words like what I call the Packers.
Oh,
because Packers are frauds. I don't think the Steelers are F words yet. They're 9-0, but they don't play much. Okay, so we did Chargers Dolphins. Next one I wanted to talk about, Bucks at Panthers. Brady and the Bucks put up 46. Gronk had a vintage Gronk play. Caught the ball in traffic, broke 2 tackles, and got in the end zone.
Helped my fantasy team, that's for sure.
They're back.
Can I pause real quick? There's obviously only 7 more games for the Steelers to finish the season undefeated. I don't want you to dive into how close any of these games are, but I'm just going to read them off. I want you guys to say either Steelers win or Steelers lost to see if you guys can think or if you guys can see them possibly being undefeated. So next week, in Jacksonville.
Steelers.
And Steelers.
At home against Baltimore.
Steelers.
Baltimore could win that.
Okay.
But I still think it's going to be Steelers.
At home against the
I'm
Washington
a huge
football
Baltimore
team.
fan, but
That's a coin flip. That's such a good rivalry, though. You can't.
it is.
They could split
OG.
that easily. It's
That's on Thursday night as well. So a short week.
short week. That's gonna be weird. Big Ben, that's gonna hurt.
At home against the Washington football team.
They should win that.
Going to Bills Mafia. Another chance there. Yeah, I know.
The Bills' defense isn't that great though.
Going to Cincinnati, who they played today.
No.
At home against Indianapolis.
I could see Indy beating them out.
And then at home, going to Cleveland.
Oh, that's a
I think they're a 13-3 team. Easy 13-3.
You think that they lose 3 of their last 7? That makes them pretty cold.
I would say 14.
Well, think about it. Those last 2 weeks, if they're
14-2.
think about it. If they're like 10-0, 11-0, 12-0, are they really gonna wear out Big Ben? Are they gonna wear out? They're gonna probably start. They're gonna have nothing to play for. They're gonna have that 1 seed. They're gonna have the 1 seed locked up by then.
I also see them wanting to go for that sexy 16-0, just to flaunt it.
I do love Mike Tomlin though. He is my favorite coach in the
He used to be
league.
a Viking.
He did used to be a Viking. I wish he still was because he can. The fact that what was their record last year? They had a winning record with Mason Rudolph and Delvin Duck Hodges as their quarterback.
Who's Mason Rudolph dating again?
Dating?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
All right, next game.
Next game.
All right, so
Seahawks, Rams or Bengals Steelers?
Look, I was very impressed with the Bucks. Panthers, I thought you were going to do a little bit more. Tom Brady, thank you. All right, Eagles, Giants.
Good job, Lucas. That was what we need more of.
all right, I have one major thing to bring up about the Eagles-Giants game. Dan Jones did not fall on a touchdown.
He ran it in. I saw
Respect.
that.
He ran it. Dude's got wheels.
He does. He's leading their team in rushing yards.
He led the team in rushing today, yeah.
And overall.
Giants really miss Saquon. This team would be so much more fun if Saquon didn't tear his ACL.
Yeah, but also they still don't have an offensive line.
They don't have an offensive line. Their
was
defense
bound
is
to
very
happen.
suspect.
It was bound to happen. Eagles, y'all suck, man.
The Eagles they're leading the division still, and because they have that tie. Yeah. But oh my God, Carson Wentz looks like he doesn't want to play football.
You know what I always say? FCS quarterbacks are terrible.
I don't hear anyone agreeing with you.
Oh, you think FCS quarterbacks are good, Chase?
Oh my God.
No, you do.
No, I just told you that I think they're terrible.
Okay.
Danucci lover.
Bo loves himself a big old Danucci.
That is not true.
But the Eagles' offense, I mean, they've been terrible all year, but the Giants aren't very good on defense, and the fact that they had no good drives.
Who wins that division?
Jeez.
Fucking Washington could win.
Yeah, Alex. Well, no, they did lose to the Lions today.
We'll get to that
They
in a second.
did come.
We'll
yeah.
get to that in a second. But they had one good touchdown drive where they actually had to drive down the field, and they didn't even drive down the field because Boston Scott broke off a 56-yard touchdown. And then the other touchdown they scored, they already started in Giants territory because of a fumble or an interception.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, No faith in the Eagles. I think the Giants have the best chance to win that division.
I will agree with that. It is bad as
And they're still dog shit.
Yeah,
Big Blue's still Big Blue dog shit.
You know what? Jets are going to come back.
Wrong division.
I know. I'm just going to say they're going to come back. Win the whole division. Everything.
Do you want to say that closer to the mic?
Wait.
Show your face to the
I'm
camera.
joking, man.
Tell me to do it, Chase.
Right here.
Dude, I'm joking.
You
Come
pointed
on,
to it
man.
perfectly.
Come on, man. I was joking. You really think I'd take the Jets that seriously?
We don't understand jokes in this
I
show.
just listened to my leader here to tell me when to put the sign up.
The fearless, big-gutted leader.
Washington Lions.
Washington at Detroit. Alex Smith, career high in pass attempts and passing yards today. He locked up comeback player of the year
Oh, 100%.
again. It was in a losing effort, unfortunately, because Nick Swartzen's doppelganger, Matt Prater, booted like a 59-yarder.
59.
It was a 59-yarder. And
Fantasy team.
oh, my God. He kicked the living shit out of that ball. But
It was such a... He honestly probably could have won another 4 yards.
he knew that was going in the second he hit it. You could hear him go,
could've
let's go!
Could
Like,
have literally won another 4 yards.
that's the one good thing about not having fans is you can hear everything on the field.
Yes.
And
I love when they swear.
and they don't have time to censor it. It's like, this is football, guys. Like, they don't censor football in real life. DeAndre Swift was a really big part of the Lions offense. That's a good bright spot. He had a good day rushing. He had around 60, 70 yards receiving. He had 100 yards from scrimmage.
Yep.
That's good. Him and Kerryon, they're going to be a good duo if Kerryon can stay healthy.
They got to get Kenny Galladay back.
They do need Kenny Galladay back.
I mean, Marvin Jones can only do so much.
Marvin Jones is good if he's paired with someone else.
Yes.
So, Lions win that one as time expires. Texans at Browns. This game was delayed for like an hour and a half or something due to like the weather. Oh my God, that wind was terrible. And when I saw the conditions for that game, I immediately knew the Browns were going to win in just a low-scoring game, which they did, 10-7. Because in a game where the weather is that bad and you know you're not going to be able to throw the ball, you go to the team that's the better rushing team. And the Browns are the best running team in the entire league. They had Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb both go 19 carries for over 100 yards
I love
each.
Kareem.
Each. And, you know, if it came down to like normal conditions, I think the Texans have a better chance because Deshaun Watson's gonna make way more plays than Baker.
Deshaun Watson, he always
He's gonna play every play like it's the last play in a Super Bowl to win it, even if it's like a 2nd and 3 in the middle of the first quarter in a meaningless game. So I don't know. That didn't surprise me. I was a little surprised it was 10-7 though. I thought there would have been 1 or 2 more scores at least, but whatever. Broncos Raiders. Drew Lock.
Thank you, Josh Jacobs. Thank you so much.
Drew Lock needs to stop listening to Juicy J so much and watch a little more fucking film.
He needs to stop dancing.
Because he threw 4 fucking picks, dude. That is...
He's right now leading in having a pick every game. And
I like Drew Lock.
That's more than Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is a fumble machine, though. He's got that going for him. Drew Lock doesn't really fumble that much, but the picks are terrible. Literally made the game way too easy for John Gruden.
Wasn't he hurt, technically?
I have no fucking clue. But John Gruden, that was the easiest game he had to call in years. I mean, get 4 turnovers from a young quarterback, and you don't have Derek Carr fuck the game up for you. All you do is turn around, hand it to Josh Jacobs, let him get 2 touchdowns, 100-plus yards, and then let Devontae Booker get 2 touchdowns and almost 100 yards.
I would say the easiest game John Gruden's had to coach since that Super Bowl he won when he knew all of the Raiders' plays. Do you know that? That they won so badly because they never switched their playbook.
That's the Raiders' fault, though.
Gruden...
That's the Raiders'
left
fault,
the
though.
Raiders, or like
he got
traded.
traded.
They fired him.
No, he got traded.
Okay,
They traded him to the Bucks, and then they played in the Super Bowl that year. That year. It was that year.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay,
because Gruden was the coach of the Raiders during the Tuck Rule game, and they traded him that offseason to Tampa Bay for some draft picks, I believe.
Yeah.
Because Tampa Bay couldn't sustain a dynasty due to lack of draft picks, and then they ended up kicking the shit. I actually watched that game in full a couple years ago. They had it on YouTube, like NFL puts old Super Bowls on, and oh my God, that was the most boring first half I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
that was terrible.
Every play.
It was the lowest scoring first half I've seen. It was so boring. I mean, both quarterbacks couldn't do anything, and then they ran away with it. And
I just
Bucks have
want to
good defense.
say, Alec Ingold went savage mode, still playing with 2 broken ribs.
I love fullbacks, and I love Alec Ingold. Wisconsin fullbacks are always.
You do know I went to school with him.
You went to Bayport?
Yeah.
No shit.
I went to school with him. I talked to him. Yeah.
How old is he? He's like 24, isn't he?
Yeah. He's 2 years now in the league. His second year. I was a freshman. He was a senior.
Oh shit, he's only a year older than me. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for Alec Ingold. I like you a lot, dude.
Dude,
You
you're
should be in the
awesome,
league right
man.
now. That means.
No. I'm watching the league, eating cheeseburgers, drinking beer. Anyway.
Oh, and he's also engaged to one of my friends back at home. His sister.
God, everybody's just crossing streams in the trough.
Bro, I know a lot of people.
No,
All right. Well, we expect Alec Ingold to have a comment in down below then during this podcast.
Shout out Alec Ingold. I love fullbacks, dude.
Dude, you're awesome. Make fullbacks great again.
Fullbacks were never not great.
True.
They were just.
All right, next one. 49ers Saints.
49ers Saints. Drew Brees got hurt. He hurt some ribs. Bo, your face is as red as that Wisconsin jersey you're wearing.
I don't think they should have put Winston in. I think they should have put in who's the other guy?
Taysom Hill.
Dude, yes.
Taysom Hill's a gadget. He can't.
He's awesome, man. I love that dude.
Dude can't, like, he can. They bring him in to throw deep balls because Drew Brees can't throw the ball fucking more than 20 yards downfield.
But dude, like, he does everything. He plays fullback. He plays wide receiver. He plays everything, man.
You need someone to throw to him, though.
He did catch a couple touchdowns already. He already has career highs in every aspect. Rushing yards, receiving yards.
I knew Jameis was going to go in, but Jameis went like 6 for 10. He had like 68 yards passing.
I'm surprised he didn't throw
I
an
mean,
interception.
the Niners had 4 turnovers, and one thing I want to say about the 49ers is as much shit as Jimmy Garoppolo gets, as many questions as he raises around himself, whether or not he's the guy, when he's not playing, when he's healthy, there's always issues there.
Yes.
Like Nick Mullins, like, you know, he's fun to watch sometimes, but god damn, he cannot.
He looked really bad.
4 turnovers is not good, and that's too easy for Sean Payton and the Saints.
They shut down McKinnon too.
And McKinnon's not a workhorse. McKinnon is a change of pace back.
Yes.
I mean, he's good in the screen game. He can run routes for you. I mean, but he's not your workhorse. He's not your Kyle Shanahan workhorse running back, and
Mostert or something like that.
he's no Mostert. He's no Breida, even though he's on the Dolphins now. But
Easy win though.
that was an easy win for the Saints. Seahawks at Rams. Russ falls out of MVP contention
Makes no
because
sense, man.
he cannot carry the entire team by himself with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, because DK Metcalf got shut down by Jalen Ramsey, the best cornerback in the league.
No Jair Alexander.
He's going to say Jair Alexander. I knew that. But NFC West is really close. Russ throws 2 picks. They're 6-3 with the Rams. Rams hold that tiebreaker now.
Higbee went off.
Higbee's good. He flashes. Mm-hmm. He shows up and then he doesn't show up. He never has like just a regular game.
The NFC West is tied 6-3 with top 3 good teams.
Mm-hmm. And I think out of all 3 of those teams right now, it's Arizona.
They're top right now, it says.
Arizona's the best team out of them. They're the most balanced team. Mm-hmm. I mean, offense, they can go score for score with anybody. They can beat you in a shootout. They absolutely can. And Kyler Murray is special, but Russ needs running backs. He has 2 running backs hurt every fucking week. They have a dude named Travis playing running back for them.
Why did he? All right, did you watch that one play where he threw an interception, but he had so much green in front of him?
He's trying to do too much.
Yeah,
he's trying to go for the big play.
He could have easily ran for a first down or even more. All he had was a
pressure.
one-on-one. He had a one-on-one, and he probably would have broke his ankles and went in.
Russ is feeling the pressure of carrying this team, and that's why they are going to fault. And Jamal Adams, when he's been playing, he has not been great. He's horrible in pass coverage this year. He's one of the worst safeties in terms of pass coverage. He's basically been...
Thank you for not saying Darnell Savage.
He's been taken down to basically a box safety. So, I don't know. They got Carlos Dunlap from the Bengals. Maybe that'll help their pass rush a little bit, but I don't have a lot of hope for the Seahawks right now, and I am taking Russ out of my MVP conversation because he lost this game for them.
If you go in the rest of the games,
I mean,
maybe.
No touchdowns, 2 picks in a divisional game, and you lose. It's not a good look.
At Rams, though, so...
I mean, even if there wasn't COVID, there still would be no fans in that stadium. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
There's no home field advantage in Los Angeles. You got anything to say on that?
Nah, nothing else.
All right. So then we have Bengals Steelers. I thought the Bengals maybe had a chance if Joe Burrow made plays, but then I realized the Steelers have a phenomenal defense, and the Bengals are just letting Joe Burrow get just ran through every week. This game felt like it was Joe Burrow and T. Higgins versus the Steelers by themselves. Big Ben threw 4 tutters. I mean, obviously he's found a good balance between, wanking it and, slinging it, so.
Yeah. That's all I really, honestly, you hit everything.
And now we have preview for Monday Night Football.
We didn't talk about the Ravens. Patriots.
Oh, Ravens Patriots. Yeah, we still have that. That was a surprise. I thought the Ravens were going to kick the shit out of New England. Lamar Jackson did not look great. They didn't have a ton of success keeping the run game. Lamar makes mistakes, and Cam did enough. I mean, Josh McDaniels coached a hell of a game on offense for them.
Just barely. I mean, Cam still did not look that great out there.
I mean, he didn't lose the game.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you don't lose the game, you're good.
That was a matter of a better coach team. That was it. That's when it's, it just came down to coaching at that point, I think. And Belichick's a better coach. Yeah, not much to say about that. That was a surprise. That was probably the biggest shock of the week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, there's going to be even bigger shock because I'm already going to say it. Chicago's going to beat the Vikings.
That is not a shock. The fact that Minnesota's favored in this game really bothers me.
They are?
They're favored, yeah.
Why? They shouldn't be.
Because they're right now on a 2-0.
Because they've won the last 2 games, and Dalvin's kind of pushing for MVP. He's in the MVP conversation.
Now he is, yeah. He's doing really well.
And, I mean, my issue with that is, so a lot of people are so bullish on the Vikings taking this, and, this is the year that we win at Soldier Field. We're gonna beat the Bears. I don't trust Kirk. He's 0-9 on Monday night, so that's already, a check for the Bears. That's an advantage. I mean, Kirk has that narrative going, and he can't break it, and that's all he's going to think about. He's a nerd with a good arm. That's all he is. He is soft. He is so fucking soft, and you cannot win important games with a soft-ass Pizza Ranch fucking quarterback.
I like the Bears' defense, too.
And the thing with the Bears is they can do what the Packers and the Lions can't do. They can get after the quarterback and they can cause disruption with just the front 4. They don't have to bring extra blitzers. That's where the Vikings are completely fucked, is when they just run through that offensive line and Dalvin Cook gets bottled up and you have to sit back there and hope that Kirk Cousins can drop back and win you a game, which will not fucking happen.
Nope.
But I think the deciding factor for this game, the Vikings have young corners, and that might be just a fucking platter for Nick Foles, who might go from limp dick Nick to big dick Nick.
Oh my gosh.
He really could.
Can you want to hear my prediction?
You're going to go Vikings. I know
Sorry, who are you? I'm going to say 3 interceptions presented by Pizza Ranch.
Okay.
Kirk's gonna have a tough time. I mean, it all starts with Dalvin. If Dalvin gets shut down, if he doesn't have a touchdown by the end of the first quarter, I'm gonna be really concerned.
If he doesn't put up 2 touchdowns the whole game, I'll be concerned.
I will be very concerned.
If the Vikings win, I'm going to get concerned because
nothing is telling me, like, my heart wants me to say the Vikings are on a roll and they're going to win this game. Dalvin's going to keep it going.
And how many years have you been a Vikings fan?
Too long.
Year before 98.
Oh, gosh. Okay, and so your heart tells you that now. Why? What does that happen when you've had that heart feeling before?
38-7. Nick Foles is involved in that one, too.
Okay, what about the last time you felt that before that time? Blair Walsh missed a field goal.
It was Blair Walsh missed a field goal.
What happened the time you felt that before that time?
Brett Favre throws a crossbody interception.
What happened the time you felt like that before that time? For me, it was the year before that. I thought they were going to beat the Eagles, but Donovan McNabb and Westbrook.
Dude, you can't stop Donovan McNabb.
What was the time you felt that before that time?
That was Gary Anderson probably. Well, or no, it'd probably be the what was it 40-7 Giants game.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
So what we're saying, Bears are gonna win this.
I'm picking the Bears. If it was a Sunday night game, I would change my mind. But the fact it's Monday night, I'm such a toss up with like all these factors at play that I mentioned. But Kirk's gonna go over. He's going over. I'm picking the Bears. But
Lucas?
Bears.
I am picking the Vikings.
I knew it.
Hold on.
I hope you're right.
I think
I
the
hope
Bears
you're right.
will win, but I'm picking the Vikings because of my love for them. Is there anything wrong with that?
There's
See,
everything.
I think
You
we
love
have
the Vikings.
We're going to go into our preview and we're going to wrap this thing up.
I think me and Bo have a good thing going here because he's the really optimistic, positive glass half full guy here, and I am really pessimistic and a little too logical sometimes when it comes to this.
All right, here we go into Thursday.
I don't care.
Thursday night football. Wow, this game.
Well, this is for next week, but I guess we could preview that. That makes sense.
You good?
Well, we can't because our next show's Sunday. Thursday night football coming up here. Weird that because this game was already prime time on a Sunday night. Cardinals Seahawks.
Cardinals.
They won on the Sunday night game.
Is it at Seahawks?
It is in Seattle.
I'm gonna go Seattle.
The team that can run the ball in that November Seattle weather is going to be the one that wins. Kyler is the better running quarterback. They have better running backs, and they have a better run game. Seattle cannot stay healthy.
Pittsburgh at Jacksonville.
Pittsburgh.
Detroit at Carolina.
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 New England at Houston.
New England.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go New England.
Tennessee at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm going Tennessee.
I think I'm going to go Tennessee, too. I think they bounce back.
Philadelphia at Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I
those are
also
two
going
bad.
Cleveland.
Those are two bad teams.
FCS quarterbacks can't do it. Atlanta at New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Cincinnati at Washington.
Cincinnati.
Washington.
I'm going Cincinnati.
Chase Young is going to eat fucking Joe Burrow alive.
New York Jets at, I almost said San Diego. The Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers.
It's
at Chargers.
It's in LA. Oh, crazy. There's no fans still.
No, but
this could be the game that they win.
No,
this could be the game that the Jets win.
Look at that. Look at that.
He wants to put the idiot button.
I'm going.
You gotta you gotta
I'm going
travel.
Chargers.
You gotta travel that far.
It's 2020. It's been
How
weirder.
many times do you want me to flash it?
That's the thing. I didn't even make my pick yet. And you're giving me the idiot button.
No, you told me to give it to him.
Oh, to him?
Is that
He told me to give it to. He told you to give it to me.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me just.
I'm not saying I'm
Here
picking
you
the
go,
Jets.
Lucas. I'm giving it to him.
Oh, what are you picking?
I'm picking the Chargers.
Okay.
I just wanted to say.
well,
Take that off then.
It's already off.
No, leave that confusion there. I'm just saying, if they're gonna win a game, it's gonna be against a rookie quarterback.
I think you're right. Hot Miami at Denver.
Miami.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going Miami as well.
Tua hasn't thrown a pick. He's efficient, and as we can see right now, Drew Lock is not very efficient.
Lucas has something to say here.
No. I'm honestly, Denver plays very well at home.
He's got a point.
Tua's used to high altitudes though. Hawaii.
But
Just
no, wait. But remember, you're going from Miami to Denver, which is how much of a time layover?
it's a 2-hour
By
time
Lucas's
zone
logic, every road team should lose.
Yes. No. I'm trying to pick.
The jet lag
You
is too
fucking
much
schmuck.
for them.
You're a fucking schmuck.
Honestly,
You're a
honestly,
fucking
The jet lag.
honestly, I'm gonna go Denver.
All right, that's a good pick. We'll keep that on the reminder for next Sunday. Cowboys at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
They're not gonna be able to stop Dalvin Cook. Kirk won't have to do shit. And guess what? Primetime Purple's coming out in a not primetime game.
I'm actually gonna take Dallas in this one because
You just said you're gonna take the Vikings.
yes, I said that, but I'm actually gonna take Dallas in this one. This is why. I think that if the Vikings lose,
It's because they have an FCS quarterback. You're believing in Danucci too much.
no, he's not there. He's not even their quarterback. It's that Gilbert now.
Fucking Garrett Gilbert.
But
Isn't actually? I think Andy Dalton's supposed to come back this week.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, all right.
The Red Rocket throwing in primetime purple.
Either way, that's I'm actually taking Dallas in that matchup. Green Bay at Indianapolis. I think we all are gonna pick Indianapolis.
Actually, I'm going to pick Indy.
How could you not pick Indianapolis
They have a good
after Green Bay's terrible performance?
They have the best defense in the league right now.
Indianapolis, Lucas.
They have the best defense in the league.
I'll love Green Bay.
Yuck. All right. Kansas City at Oakland.
Kansas City.
Oakland won last time.
Oakland doesn't exist anymore.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Sorry. Las Vegas at
Las Vegas?
It's in Las Vegas. They won in Kansas City.
Fuck.
I'm taking Chiefs, though.
I don't think they lose to them twice.
Is watching.
I know, and that's why I want to go Raiders.
All right.
Wait, did the Chiefs have a bye week this week?
Yes,
right
they
now?
did. Yes, they did.
Okay, Chiefs for sure. That's my lock. That's my lock pick for win. Andy Reid coach teams are the best off of a bye week.
Do you want to pick Monday night's next game? Because we're gonna have a show before then. I assume you don't.
Let's just
No, we'll do a preview for that.
Okay.
We'll just do a preview for that. We're done. Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. Drop in the comments whatever we missed. Good hit. And if there's anything else you want us to talk about, because we need more opportunities for content, guys. Like, subscribe, share the video, tell your friends, tell your grandma.
Packers are still gonna win against the Colts.
Packers are fucking frauds, Skull Vikes. Let's get out of here.